hello to all my friends out there. So I have wanted to do this video for a long time. I want to get this out there. Okay, what I have here is I have a hamburger. I wanted to show you these hamburgers, what they look like. I buy these at Walmart. It's a partial soy hamburger. So, this is what I do with pork and beans. Okay, you take 1,000 women and you give them all a can of pork and beans, and they will all make the same exact recipe, but they will all be different. Some will taste better than others. So, there's probably some people out there who can actually make pork and beans better than I do, but my goal is to make pork and beans that are going to hit the spot if I was really broke and if I had to eat pork and beans. You can eat them out of the can. So I bought these at Walmart. So now, just to mention, you can use pork sausage. You know, the dollar pork sausages if you don't have hamburger. And it's pretty good too. So what I want to tell you guys is, if you remember my stir fry, the seasoning was salt, pepper, and sugar. If you are really hungry and the food is high in sugar, by the time you eat it, you're probably going to feel really terrible. And another thing is, you want a little fat in your food if you're really hungry. Not too much, though. I mean, you can cook these onions down. So what I want to do is, that's a little too much oil. So what I do, and if you've been following me, you have seen this, is I just blot it out with like a paper towel. Yes, I'm wasting one of my precious paper towels. But, you know, sometimes you got to do that. Okay, so now, all I have in here so far is hamburger and onions. And so now I want to add my pork and beans. You might be one of those people, I could not like it here or there. I could not like it anywhere. Well, this is not bad, you guys. And what's good, if you stockpile this, it's going to protect you if things start getting really tight. God forbid. Okay, so now back to the salt, pepper, and sugar. Pork and beans are a little bit on the sugary side, so you don't want to add sugar. What you want to add is, you want to add a sufficient amount of salt and pepper. And it's just going to taste so much better. I guarantee it. So what I want to do is, I want to get as many of my cheap recipes out there. Okay, so you want quite a bit of pepper on, enough pepper. You can let the person pepper and salt it themselves, but if you put it in the beans somehow, and don't ask me how, it's going to taste better if you cook it in a little bit. So if you ever had to eat pork and beans, this is not bad. Another thing is, I don't like them too thick. I like mine a little bit soupier. So now, how I'm going to taste it and see if it's okay is, I'm just going to taste it. You want to balance the sweet out with salt and pepper, just little by little. So you don't, if you get too much in it, if you don't watch what you're doing, you're going to wreck your beans. And you can cook this on a camp stove or on a hibachi if something goes wrong. Now, this is probably going to be good. Let me taste it. Okay. So I hope everyone is doing okay. I heard the smoke is all the way down to LA from those fires in Northern California. Okay. Now I want to just turn them down for a minute. I cannot find my candles. So this second portion of the minimalizing is going slow, you guys. I think I'm stalling, to tell you the truth. Not on purpose, it's just not flowing. So, okay, so this is all you have to know about the pork and beans. This is enough for 2 people or for 2 meals. So take a look at this. This is good. Okay, now, if you do eat this, you want cornbread. That is going to make it so much better. And so what I made was I made a half a batch, and then I mixed my cornbread up like muffin tops. I started doing that. And then if you're careful, these are so much tastier. So you want to get as many of these meals under your belt just in case you ever had to eat this stuff. And I hope you never have to. It's a whole different thing when you're just eating it because, you know, you have a lot of pork and beans in your stockpile. So this is why I had to get myself a little lettuce so I could have a little salad. And then, you know, I have 4 cherry tomatoes. And then I want to teach you this salad I really like. It's Parmesan cheese, but I use the dry stuff. You know, the stuff you use for spaghetti? This is better, but the dry stuff is good too. Then I have balsamic vinaigrette dressing. Okay, so that is a pretty decent little meal. Now, for dessert, in my stockpile, guess what I stockpiled? Yes, and they don't always have them. So if you see them in your Walmart and you grab some, then you know they're available. Now, another thing I made, I'm going to eat this later on tonight. This is 2 cups of powdered milk. You guys, this is good. What I like to do is I like to eat ice cream in the middle of the night. Yes. While the rest of the world sleeps. So I have powdered milk. It's not quite frozen enough, but it's still good. Powdered milk, 2 cups. 3 tablespoons of hot chocolate mix. I will get sugar-free, but now you go and they don't have this and they don't have that. And then I had frozen bananas, so I put like maybe about a half a cup in there, and I ground that up so it's got a nice chocolate banana flavor. But I could use my frozen strawberries. So if you find fruit at a good price, freeze it so you can use it. You know, you can use it in your smoothies, or the other thing I like is yogurt with frozen fruit. That is good. And then the other thing I like is Jell-O with yogurt on top, sugar-free. So I'm finding, you know, some fairly non-fattening snacks. But, you know, also, you know, life is short. And, you know, I've been walking around the mall for like 2 hours per day. So I want to encourage you guys to consider the minimizing of your dwelling. As you probably noticed, my patio is like 100,000 times better. And, oh, there was a good comment. I'm sure there was a lot to them. The comment said, why don't you save a little money and use your air fryer? I go, that's a good idea. So I text my son and I said, can you help me with my air fryer? I have no idea how to use a thing. So as soon as I can get my act together, first of all, I got to find it in the disaster zone. I want to make some fried zucchini with ranch style dressing in my air fryer. And it's cooler too. Okay, you guys, if you have any good pork and bean recipes that are easy, can you leave them in the comments? Or if your pork and bean recipe is not the same as this, but is really good, can you leave that? Or if you do a video, can you let me and my followers know, and we will all run over and watch it. If I've neglected your comment, is because I've been really busy. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.